This guy really needs to start doing some technical analysis and do a better service to his subscribers because this is ridiculous.
They were green. Bitcoin crypto started out hot. We went up to like 116, then fell back down to like 114, and then 115 something, and now we're back down to 113. So I don't quite know what's going on. Someone or a group or everyone collectively is just afraid of buying, or I think it's more than that. I think there's a lot of buying. I think we're just being suppressed. Here's the reason why. Today,
so
Solana,
there's a lot of buying, but it's being suppressed, which means there's more sellers than buyers. So what?
ETF debuted, right, from Bitwise. 233 million in why. Today, the Solana ETF debuted, right, from Bitwise.
Solana ETF.
233 million inflow day. That's fantastic for opening day.
Million.
That's fantastic. And if investors mimic the ETF inflows for Ethereum, then, Sol could be taking in like 3 billion by the time this year is over.
Okay, talking about online narrative of Sol ETF being debuted and getting inflow of like millions of dollars, right? Let's look at the price action instead of actually just talking about the narrative, bro. Okay, price action wise, I said this so many times already because this is my third time recording this. What are we saying? Even if, I don't know when that ETF released or whatever, but even if this was the move, overall move is a downward trend and a sideways consolidation. What does that mean? Bear flag, not good. Zoom out. What do you see? Bigger picture. Oh, look at this. Ever since the high of January, you never actually went back up there. No matter how much Bitcoin ended up rallying, altcoins no. Even Solana. And what is this right here? This huge downward move and the sideways consolidation right here on this channel. That looks like a bigger bear flag to me, dude. Why don't you actually do these kind of technical analysis or any sort of analysis other than actually reading the narrative that you find online? Like, for example, the reason why the market went down yesterday from the FOMC meeting, which it is Powell's fault, by the way, but this part doesn't make any sense.
Welcome back. So we got rugged once again by Fed Chair Powell. Just when you thought that there couldn't be any more surprises, Powell says, guess what? I'm going to give you a surprise. I'm going to scare the market for no reason.
Scare the market for no reason. Okay. First off, I'm pretty sure Fed Powell is a lot smarter than the both of us combined. Okay, because I'm pretty sure his job is not easy. Not sure if you know, but the labor market is potentially cracking. Not really cracking, but it is in a downward trend. And the last ADP report, which is the only real jobs report we had since their public one isn't being, released because of the government shutdown. We were expecting 50,000 jobs added, but we lost 30,000. Remember that? And I don't know about you, but inflation is actually going the wrong way. It's going up, not down. So they have a dual mandate. They didn't just, rug the market for no reason. They're in a tight spot, bro. And honestly, I'm pretty sure they don't even know what the fuck to do, especially because they're not getting the data that they need. So rather than just talking about the narrative that you hear online and just basically just repeating it, saying that, oh yeah, Powell just, brought it down for no reason. No, dude. Do some analysis and explain to your subscribers of the possible risks that are in the markets right now. Heck, even look at BTC. Let's look at that. This is like my third time recording this, like I said. The smaller bear flag looks like it's breaking down, but this bigger bear flag looks like it's starting to play out. Okay. Other thing, you never took out this weekly topping tail. You tried, but couldn't. And what makes it worse is you put in a monthly topping tail in August. Bearish. And look at this. If we close below this pink line, we're going to put in another topping tail on October. Bearish. So price action wise, not really looking good. The last time we had a topping tail was back in December of 24. And even from those highs, even if you don't go back to the liberation lows, which was April, what the shit? Move. Why isn't this moving? Okay, wrong button. Even if you go back to the February lows, it's around 27%. So if you drop 27% from the recent highs, that still gets you close to 80,000. Can you guess when we also had a topping tail, a monthly topping tail before? Yes, back in the 2021 run in November. But will we actually get this huge correction move like we did in 2021? I doubt it. Why? Because we're not really seeing that euphoric run that like we did in 2021. But we are seeing euphoria, but not in crypto. Interesting thing is, we're seeing that in traditional stock market. And the alt season that people are really waiting and hoping for, I'm not seeing that in crypto, dude. I'm actually seeing that in stocks. For example, QBTS, ridiculous move. Even from the September lows, it went up, what, 200%, right? But if what's even more ridiculous is if you take it from the liberation lows, my goodness, 560% from its liberation lows. That's insane. Let's see. RGTI, same freaking quantum computing stock. September lows to its recent highs, 280% from its liberation lows. Oh, wait, this was the September lows. No, no, my bad. Hold on. This was the September low. So September lows, basically 100% from, actually, hold on. Oh, so yeah. So beginning of September lows, either way, nearly 300%. Liberation lows, which was here, to high, 700%. Imagine if you had that, dude. Oh my goodness. And even companies like SanDisk, dude. SanDisk, from September lows, let's see, 100%-ish. And dude, back in June of this company, made a secondary offering of his stocks. And I believe the price was around $48.50 or something. From those lows, 300%. SanDisk, dude. They're not really even an AI play. They're AI related, but they don't design or make any of the AI chips. Doesn't make sense for them to go up. So you know what I mean? The euphoric altcoin season type highs is not coming in crypto, bro. It's most likely in in stocks. And the fact that retail involvement or investment in stocks is at all-time highs. Margin debt is at over $1 trillion again for second month in a row. And it's actually higher, if I remember correctly, compared to August. You know what they say? When retail is in, that's pretty much the top. And seeing all these topping signals on Bitcoin, which also, by the way, is a similar thing it did back in 2021 when you compare the price action between BTC and stocks. Because look at the SPY right here. Bitcoin topped out around November, right? And it already started moving down. Where was stocks right here? All-time highs, yes. And it did go lower, but it made a new higher high. So it seems to me that crypto actually leads the narrative. It actually goes down first before stocks does. I mean, you do your own analysis. I don't know, but this is the way I see it. And if the similar pattern, and you're seeing similar topping signals, especially the monthly topping tail that's forming on Bitcoin right now, and the fact that you guys are, the fact that Bitcoin is actually struggling to get past this blue line that connects all the way back to the 2018 highs, try to break past it 3 times in a row, but couldn't. I can't be bullish Bitcoin unless it gets out of this bearish consolidation, which from the looks of it, it looks like it's breaking down from it, not up. But even if you break out of this bearish consolidation, you would at least need to break and negate this weekly topping tail at the very least for me to get bullish. And hopefully get above this blue line. If not, I don't see new highs, all-time highs coming in. And if new all-time highs isn't coming in for crypto or for Bitcoin, you can forget about alt season. It's not going to happen. Most likely not. Not financial advice. And please do better on your analysis.
Welcome back.
Instead of just repeating the online narrative of what you see online and blaming Powell for the rug pull, which honestly, yes, it was his fault, but he's not doing it for no reason, bro. You got to do better for your subscribers. You have over 800,000 subscribers, bro. And if you're only doing analysis for your paid Patreon or your live, subscribers or whatever, it doesn't hurt for you to do some analysis on your videos, bro. A lot of people watch this, okay? You need to do better, please. That's all I'm saying. I mean, a little technical analysis wouldn't help. And if you really think about it, fundamental analysis, you really can't do with crypto. I mean, what financials are you going to review, So doing some technical analysis wouldn't hurt. See you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Because I am tired of recording this. This is the 3rd time in a row